괜찮네.
가위바위보 할래?
If you hear all these laughter, it's because apparently this tree right here, if you rub against it, it produces smells that smell like ammonia, or in other words, pee. Try so hard. Ooh. I've heard Koreans say that Jeju is the Hawaii of Korea. It's the largest island in South Korea that is in the south of the peninsula in the Korean Strait. And it's a volcanic island just like Hawaii, the same type of volcano too. And being a volcanic island, it has some fertile waters surrounding the island. So the seafood was amazing.
코로나가 조용해진 9월에 친구들이랑 제주도 여행을 갔다 왔어요. 저번 제주도 여행보다 친구들이랑 갔다 와서 그런지 이번 제주도 여행을 너무너무 재밌게 갔다 왔어요. 우리 첫날 게스트하우스는 별도 볼 수 있어서 너무 아름답고 너무 좋았어요. 아침엔 조식으로 소라죽이랑 반찬이 나왔어요. 소라죽 진짜 너무너무 고소하고 너무 맛있게 먹었어요. 아침으로 진짜 짱짱이었어요.
Jeju has a lot of natural wonders. And after breakfast, our friend Jian recommended us to go on a hike at Bijarim Forest. And this forest is a bit special. And I'll get into why it's special in a minute. This forest was cultivated by two royal dynasties for over 1,000 years, by the Goryeo and Joseon dynasty. It's filled with thousands of Japanese toraya trees or Japanese nutmeg trees that are hundreds of years old. It's the largest single species forest in the world. The royalty also used this forest to cultivate medicinal herbs. Now here's the reason why this forest was so special to hike through. Not just the medicinal herbs, but the trees themselves give off a natural substance that naturally alleviates mental, physical fatigue and is an antimicrobial. At some point in the hike, we realized that we had no trouble breathing, my allergies that I usually have weren't there, and we noticed that there was a subtle fragrance that was calming and smoothing. I mean, even Chloe.
저 그날 두통 있었는데 비자림 걸으면서 다 나았어요.
At first glance, the forest did not seem that special, but it had its own magic, and we really loved that hike.
우린 비자림 숲에서 나와서 점심 먹으러 갔는데요. 우럭튀김이 아주 맛있는 으뜸이 식당으로 갔어요. 우린 우럭 정식이랑 한치무래를 시켰어요. 서비스로 나오는 반찬도 하나하나 다 맛있고 그 중에 간장게장이 너무 맛있었어요.
So you bite and then you squeeze the meat out with your teeth and suck it out. And if it's really fresh, it tastes really good.
당연히 메인 요리인 우럭 튀김 정식은 지금 생각해도 다시 먹고 싶어요. 매콤한 양념에 양파가 한가득. 고소한 우럭은 바삭바삭. 껍질 뼈 다 먹을 수 있어요. 씹을수록 너무 고소했어요.
Oh, that fried fish is so good.
한치물에는 국물이 새콤매콤하고요. 끝맛이 텁텁하지 않고 시원 깔끔한 맛이었어요.
Wow.
맛있어.
That is so refreshing. It has Asian pears in it with cucumber, some other like herbs. That tastes really good.
제로 소진이 되면 더 일찍 끝날 수도 있으니 여러분 참고하세요.
And that fish was amazing. And one of my favorite things about Korean food is that nothing goes to waste. So that sauce gets new life by putting rice, mixing it, and then we get to have round two. Oh, I want to have that again. Jeju has a lot of unique stays for many different budgets. We were able to book this place the day before on Airbnb because we went during the off-season. If you're visiting Jeju outside of the off-season, you definitely need to book your places in advance. This place definitely had some unique charms. The interior was huge and spacious for the price. It was only $70 for all four of us. It had 3 queen-size beds, 2-story tall ceilings, 2 lofts, and 2 bathrooms. Because of the interior wood, the place felt warm, bright, and very inviting. We had a really comfortable stay that night. One of our favorite aspects about this place was that a restaurant nearby that served Jeju Black Pig Korean barbecue had a pickup and drop-off service so that we didn't need a designated driver. So all of us can enjoy food and drinks together. We love Korean barbecue. And if you've ever had Korean barbecue before, I think you know what I mean. On Jeju, they don't just serve normal Korean barbecue. They have a domestic black pig that Koreans prize for its flavorful meat and buttery, nutty fat. Because it was 4 of us, we ordered the deluxe set, which came with pork belly, samgyeopsal, moksal, which is the neck meat, and then it also had hanjeonsal and gaburisal, which is a unique cut that you don't really find in Western butchers.
우선 픽업 서비스 있어서 너무 편했고 그리고 사장님이 너무 친절했어.
나오는 메뉴도 다 비슷해요.
그래서 나는 너무 좋았던 저녁이었어.
Grilling kimchi is really good actually. So if you're not a big fan of kimchi, try grilling it first and then eating it. Some of my friends didn't like kimchi at first, but they love grilled kimchi. And if you've never had Korean barbecue before, one of the things that they do that I love is going to be making lettuce wraps. So you take a lettuce leaf, you put in some meat, some sauces, and any side dishes you want. Any additions you want to do, wrap it and eat it in one go. You never bite halfway through. You always eat the whole thing, so don't make it too big. This set also comes with kimchi jjigae, and they put a lot of pork in this.
깜짝 놀랐어. 고기가 입에 넣자마자 다 떨어져. 너무 부드럽다.
So if you ever go to Jeju Island, you must try the black pig Korean barbecue. This was the second day on our Jeju trip with our friends. And we didn't really have anything planned out. But I think that's fine because when you're with people that are willing to have an open mind and have a sense of adventure, you're able to find adventure in a lot of small things. And I think that's the beauty of an unplanned trip.
노 계획으로 가니까 너무너무 재밌었고 그리고 여행을 한다면 혼자 해도 되지만 좋아하는 사람이랑 같이 여행하면 더 재밌는 여행이 될 것 같아.
You can find all the information on the places we went to today in the description below. Thank you for watching. 다음에 봐요. This one is a Stamort turkey.
여행을 한번 해보세요. 아! 재미있는 일이 생길 거예요. 짠!